Hey everybody, this is Umbot Prime, and this is post-commentary for my Dark Souls video. I did do live commentary, but last night when I was playing games, I had an error with my headset. I couldn't get my game audio to come through the TV again. I was trying to watch a movie, actually, and so I was trying to get the audio to come back through the TV for that, and I had to unplug my headset and my microphone so that it would, because it would not let me actually choose the TV for some reason. And when I unplugged it, it let me choose the TV. And some huge blunder just now. I just recorded a video, and none of the audio got recorded other than the game audio. Which, as you can hear, I don't have turned up very loud. Partly because there's a buzzing present when I was recording because it wasn't plugged in. I don't know. It's just, right now, I just feel like a kind of goofy for it. But it is what it is. So here's the post commentary. And basically, I'm just going to talk about the same exact thing I talked about in the video. And that is, I want to discuss builds that I want to do for this character. What's cool is I could actually watch this knowing exactly what I did and what happened. And it'll be fun to watch because this is me playing and I remember the commentary a little bit. But anyways, the builds that I discussed were, I wanted to do something that I hadn't done before, something that was a little unique, that's something that's, not exactly mainstream. Or at the very least, something that you wouldn't think to do just by playing the game normally. Using unique weapons that you might not necessarily use because it's not the strongest weapon, or it's not the this or that, but really once you put everything together, it can still be really good. And one of the said builds I was talking about was the dual wielding blue mage swords that allow you to cast sorceries and still have a weapon in that hand. What is also really good about this is that I can use the sorceries, but I'll never be without any kind of melee weapon, so it would be kind of a half and half sorcery melee build. Now, I watched a particular video by SunlightBlades, and the video had this build, and it was one of the PvP top 10 videos. I don't remember, but and I might leave a link for that in the description below too, just so you guys can watch the video and see what I was talking about a little bit. It's in there, but I don't want to copy exactly what that guy did in the video. I want to do different things. I may use a lot of the same things that guy used, but I had an idea, and I think it might be cool because it's kind of a cosplay, but it also fits that build. It also fits, the whole idea of what we're talking about here for ideas for for how I want to do this character, something unique. And I thought, why not do a Malazar build? And for those of you who don't know who Malazar is, he's a character in a game called League of Legends. He looks like a guy who wields kind of like dual wields, but he's actually uses magic a lot as opposed to meleeing, and he's pretty awesome. I like him in that game, but I was thinking, if I could get the right equipment put together, the right gear, And then the blue swords. Ah, yep, here it goes. Uh-huh. I didn't even think about it just now, but this is my first death of this run. I was trying to get to that item over there. And that's not even a hard jump, but every once in a while, I screw it up. And because I forgot to go to the bonfire in that area, I have to run all the way back from Majula. So, here we go, back through. So I was thinking that's the Malazar build. It would use Soul Greatsword, spells, Soul Spears, probably get Crystal Soul Spear. I don't know. Unless they decide something different, because, there's the SunlightBlades sword. And that's going to require New Game plus Deer Duke's Freya kill, which it won't be too bad. That's not an overly hard boss, even in New Game Plus. I actually like that boss. I like that area in New Game Plus, actually. It's not overly difficult, but there's a spot where the boss will pop up and stuff, and you'll just be like, what the fuck? The boss is supposed to be here. But we may see that in this playthrough if I use an ascetic, a bonfire ascetic, to kill that boss. So, in fact, they may save a bonfire ascetic just for that, just to get that particular item, soul. But we're a ways from that. And we don't know. This is, like I said, this is just hypothetical at this point. So I didn't spend any of the characters' souls, even though I died, I think, twice in this entire this video here. I didn't lose any of my souls. I recovered them each time, and it was just very stupid deaths both times. Very, very stupid deaths. Alright. Another build idea, and this is something else. It's not so much a build as it is just a good setup for PvP ganking. Like, it's not useful in PvE for playing against the NPCs and the AI, because they don't care. And you could use the spell on them anyways and they wouldn't care either. But it would be a PvP setup where you use two pyromancy spells together to trick other players into thinking that this one spell that you cast is that everyone actually, it's that plus the other spell you cast, and they can't see it. And so what it really is with the pyromancies, you can cast one, which is warmth, and what that is, it heals you in pulses, and it's an AoE, and it heals everyone, your enemies, allies, everything. It heals everything. So it does kind of work against you. Some people use it in PvP because they can place it and they don't have to think about it for a while. They can use it to go back and heal really quick, but then your opponent can use it to heal too. However, that's part of the setup in this case. You throw down your warmth, and its visual in the game is really big. God, I got this weapon here, the Foot Soldier Sword. I felt lucky getting it, but it's such a piece of crap. I mean, it's good right now, but it's such low durability. Do I make it? Do I make it? Yeah, I make it. Oh, yeah, I make it. But it's a crappy sword. The foot soldier sword. Ooh, a little hiccup there. That's not good. Anyways, the setup is you cast warmth, and then you cast lingering flame. And what that is a little fireball that floats in place wherever you cast it. And it basically becomes a landmine that explodes and does damage in the immediate area. And it does a lot of damage, actually, if you use it right. And the reason why you would do this is, let's say you cast Warmth, right? And then you cast Lingering Flame, and then you summon in a Red Phantom into your game because you're PvPing and you're farming Red Phantoms. You do that, you throw your Warmth down, and then you go ahead and summon somebody in, right? So here they are. They get summoned into the game. They see the warmth. You know, you get aggressive, and then they might go ahead and get near it, right? Because they think it's going to heal them, right? Wrong! And then fucking Lingering Flame explodes in their face. And then you just follow up with either other pyromancies, or you just beat the hell out of them. You use the combustion to wake them up as soon as they get hit with the Lingering Flame. And remember, warmth heals and pulses, so you can kill him before. I'll let you wonder here if this is where I die again. I was having a bit of trouble with him, I must say. I only had the dagger. Ooh, I just lagged again. Oh man, I don't know if this is my video player lagging. I think it is the video player because it keeps stopping to like load the video. So I'll just edit it a little bit. But anyways, with the whole setup, you could use Lingering Flame, use other pyromancies, blow their face up, kill them with melee. I had a hard time with this guy, that's what I was saying a second ago, but doesn't matter. Just let you wonder. But the whole Lingering Flame setup, that's a whole pyromancy setup. And that doesn't even require a specific build. That just requires having a pyromancy flame, having Lingering Flame and warmth, and enough attunement to use both. And that, even on a character like this, is not very hard to do at all. In fact, I don't even have to level up attunement to do that. I can just kill the Scorpion boss on New Game Plus difficulty, which isn't very hard at all. And get the Southern Ritual Band +2, and then bam, you have 2 attunement slots, or 3 attunement slots, my bad. So you could do it without even being a caster. You can be a complete melee character. Nah, that's not good, is it? No, sir. You know what? I think I know why my video player is lagging. I'll take care of that right now. So anyways, this build would be not really a build because it's something you can do as long as you have pyromancies and attunement slots. And it's just that's why I said it's not a build, it's a good setup. And you don't have to even use warmth. You know, Lingering Flame is a really good trap setup if you know how to use it in combination with really good pyromancies, as well as playing offensively and doing it well in PvP, you know. That's why I really like some of the characters I played in my PS3, Dark Souls 2, like my Pyro Faith character, because I used Faith, you know, I used miracles, I used pyromancies, I had spears, I had all kinds of stuff at my disposal, and it made it really difficult for players to actually deal with me on an area basis, because I use stuff like Blinding Bolt, Heavenly Thunder, along with Lingering Flame. So here they are running around the map trying not to get hit by stuff. And they still get hit by stuff because there's just stuff everywhere at this point. And I honestly don't like using Firestorm as much as I like Heavenly Thunder, because you can cast that, and if you have fast cast speed, you can cast that really quick, as opposed to the Firestorm, which you actually have to sit through until it's finished. And with faster casting speed in that one, you only get more. You don't get, it's not necessarily it's more Firestorm, and it slows you down. So again, there's options in that department. You know, there's unique weapon combos. There's a weapon I talked about that I thought was really cool, and it would be great for PvP. It'd even be good for PvE if you were dealing with fast enemies or just an annoying enemy. And I think it's a boss weapon, and it's one of the ones you get from defeating the Duke Spear Freya. And it's not the rapier, it's the other one, I think. And it shoots web at the target or whatever. I think it does that. But I think it has a unique dual wield animation. Either that or it's just part of the animation. But it's like Rickard's. And you use its R2 while it's in the offhand, and it will do the Rickard's animation and then spit web at your enemy and slow them down. And I thought that was cool. And I thought, well, at least with that build, that would have to be like a dual wieldy build, you know? A very dual wieldy build, because I wouldn't want, you'd have to have something in your main hand that you can rely on. And you know what? You could totally do like a dual wield build, a magey one. And I think, you know, it'd make me a good idea now that I think about it. Instead of having two blue swords, which obviously, you know, could be very beneficial for being a caster, but I could use one blue sword in my main hand for casting and for magic damage, and then have the webbed sword in my offhand to slow enemies down, so I could actually hit them with my abilities and really punish them in PvP. Especially if I can get that little Rickard's little stabbing attack and then the web shot, and that would be really cool, because then you can just slow them down. You can even use that on faster enemies and shit like that. And then, of course, you know, it's something to try out. And honestly, I don't know what else I would do with the spider boss's soul besides burn it for souls to spend, you know. Alright. Well, when we get to Malentia here in a minute, I think we decided to go ahead and do this, which well. Yeah. Didn't turn out so good for me now, did it? And that's a really dumb spot, because that's like everybody, like I played this game so many times, and I should have known that. And to me, it's just silly, so. But I don't die anymore. I think that was it. There were some close calls here in a minute here. But that's it. No more dying. I think I had enough dying in this. I'm sure I'll die more. I'm sure it won't be the last time, especially when it comes to doing more difficult chores of this playthrough. And again, depending on the build, I may have to do some very difficult things to get things I need. Because, God, if somebody tells me, hey, go get the Victor Stone and farm to get the Vanquisher Seal, and it's like, it would take forever to do it, I would probably make a grinding video for something like that, so that you don't have to sit there and watch hours of farming for the items and shit. I actually don't want to do too much in the way of actual farming. Because what I'll do is, like, if I need to farm something in particular, upgrade materials or anything like that, I'm going to do it in the form of PvP. God, I'm watching the video. I see people's names popping up. I really should turn that off or something so that don't happen for my recording. I'm about to have my close call here in a minute. Here in a second, I think. Just a few seconds. So yeah, there's different builds, you know, there's different weapons, items, there's stuff I thought that was really cool I would like to try out. Tell me what you think about the whole Malazar idea for the character, or maybe not Malazar, or something, just something interesting. What do you think about that whole spider, dual-wielding the spider sword? Ah, here it comes, man. And I'm already sitting here, I'm like, oh my god, freaking out. Because I totally forgot about these guys. But it was a close call. I got the sword. I healed. And as you're about to see, I dealt with these guys promptly enough. Close calls. And that's all it really is. Oh, I can't remember what else I did in this. I didn't do a whole lot more because I know I wanted to see the overall next area, and I was mainly just discussing things, so I may I'm gonna try and keep my discussions strictly to the game as well. I don't want, like, I might do more of this post commentary as opposed to live commentary in the future. It's gonna happen, both to correct mistakes and to also maybe give a unique perspective, as well as talk about particular discussions as well about game related stuff, and maybe about the particular run or maybe a different game, because I'm not going to be doing this during a lot of other videos. You're not going to hear me doing this in my Borderlands videos. You're not going to hear me doing this in my Payday videos. I might do other Let's Plays, and I might do it during those videos. And I've also made a decision about the Dragon Age. I put one Dragon Age video up, and I'm not going to put any more right now, because it takes forever to upload videos this size for me. It takes hours, half a day, sometimes even a whole day just to upload one video. And wow, that's not like terrible. Like, you could deal with it. I've done it with the Dragon Age. I did it with the other Dark Souls videos. I mean, I'm willing to do it, but I can't do 2 Let's Plays at the same time with the same kind of upload rates, because it'll take way too long to get through a single Let's Play. And I really would like to do Dark Souls, because that's been a while since I played it thoroughly. To play it, I want to try and have fun with this playthrough with you guys, discuss some interesting things. I hope that I can do more live commentary. I'll probably do post commentary videos, like when I do co-op, because when I do a lot of the co-oping, in the future, she's crazy, that little old lady. Oh yeah, I decided to show kind of what she sells. I talked a little bit about the Cestus, because I do see a lot of players use these. They're really powerful, and I was also pitching the idea of maybe using it too. Still think, maybe, but I don't know because it's a fist weapon. While it's really strong, and I could upgrade it, upgrade my stats, all that good stuff. I'm not sure I want to use it because it's unarmed range. Um, oh yeah, and the broken straight sword. I was like, I could use broken straight swords right now, like dual wield them, but I don't think so. And then I was thinking about maybe getting this armor set, but I decided not to because I don't really need an armor set right now. I can live with what I've got. Um, but suggestions, comments. I hope in the future people will be, they'll pitch more ideas. Hey, try this. If you're gonna do this, try this. Or maybe you should try this instead. Anything, because there are so many things you can do in this game. And I mean so many things. This game...
You're a stranger to this land.
And as you see, I forgot to go through a dialogue.
We get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Dranglake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants crossed the sea. Seemed like the battles would never end. Poor folk like myself have nary a place to sleep. That's why I keep all me things right with me. You may travel light, but methinks you bear a burden of your own. They say these trees grew from the remains of the giants. From each carcass sprouted new life growing into what you see now. But you know what they also say? Don't believe what an old hag says. It's high time that I pick up and move. I've a bargain for you next time we meet, my lover. Lonely times these are.
Alright, so yeah, that finishes up her dialogue. If you didn't talk to her and you beat the boss, she won't move to Majula. But if if you go through her dialogue, even now, and then you beat the boss, when you beat the boss, she will move to Majula the next time you hit a bonfire. At this point, I was just kind of running around, talking, so I wasn't really doing anything particular. I'm just gonna head to Majula here in a bit and wrap up things, talk to Leninkrass, talk to the Emerald Herald, upgrade my Estus flask, and open up the blacksmith so that the next time we play, we could check out some of that stuff. So, leave your ideas, any ideas, and also comments on the video itself, any suggestions for the future, how I should record, stuff like that.
Is that a shard you
found? And I plan
found?
on getting back to some more Payday
Here,
2. I get planning on
so that I
maybe
may
doing
help
some
you
other stuff. I've been playing Wolfenstein
to see light,
on my own. I
to
haven't
see
recorded
hope.
any of it yet. Not
However
sure I want
faint it
to
might
just
be.
yet because it's a fun game. Alright, it's a fun game, but it's... I almost want to say that once I've played through it once, I may not go through it again for a while, because I don't think it's the kind of game that I might want to replay. But I don't know yet. It's fun. It looks beautiful. It's got great graphics and all, and the storyline, I don't know, maybe a little. You know, it's
Ah,
interesting.
yes,
Parts of
very
it are
good.
good. Parts of it seem
Now
borrowed
I can get to work.
from other things. But
But
all in all,
first,
it's a cool
let me
game,
set
and I'm
up.
having fun
Come
with
again
it.
later.
Gonna put that short bow to use later on once I can equip it. So So, the next time I post a video, hopefully it'll be with live commentary. I plan on doing something with this character, regardless of lack of suggestion or just generalized suggestions. You know, there's going to be something's going to happen. I'm going to start doing something. I'm going to start molding, and we'll see what happens. And then, yeah, I just ran around here for a minute. Just ran around in a circle. Also, leave suggestions for other games you want to see me play on this channel, as well as not just RPGs, not just shooters, anything, you know. I like to play and try out different stuff. I was talking about maybe doing some Binding Eyes. I haven't been in the mood for that lately, and I think when I record Binding of Isaac, I'm going to probably record multiple playthroughs at once. Just because it can be a long game, it can be a short game, depending on how you play. So, comments, suggestions. If you like the video, don't forget to hit that like button down there. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I highly appreciate it here. So, I really don't know what to say anymore. So I'm just going to go ahead and end it here. The audio, I'll probably just cut the last little bit of video to the ending, and all I did was pretty much just log on anyway, so I'll see you later. Thank you.